Hey, welcome to Nuts and Bolts with Tone. Today we're going to talk about a swagging tool. Now this is a tool I found at Harbor Freight. It looked like it could just be something that would work great. Wasn't real sure. Think it was maybe 10 bucks and it was called a swagging tool. So I've been doing this for 15 years or so, and I have come across O-rings. I've come across Ford power steering Teflon washers that are really, really difficult to install. You have to stretch them. And I've had a really hard time finding the right tool that will stretch them properly, not damage them, and not stretch them too big. So I found this tool, and it is called a swagging tool. So this thing starts off really, really small, and it starts off at 5/32, I think, and goes all the way up to 5/8. Now this tool here, you can use it because it steps. And so what I like to do, I mostly use this for Ford Teflon washers. So Ford Teflon washers are these right here, these white plastic seals. All right, so these seals here, they have to stretch, and you have to put them on, and then you have to let them shrink. So what I like to do is I take this swagging tool and I slide the Teflon washer on there, and wherever it's gonna fit, I sit there and I put it like this, and I run it under hot water in the kitchen sink. And then while I'm running it under the hot water, I'm slowly stretching it down and stretching it down and stretching it. You got to use your fingernails. You got to use a little bit of pressure. But this tool, because it tapers, it allows you to stretch it to the next section. Okay, so then we can do an even bigger one. Can slide this one on here, and this one will stretch all the way up. This is the biggest Teflon washer that I have, and this one will actually step up all the way to the biggest point of this. And with the hot water, you stretch this out, you take it off, you slide it right over the power steering fitting, and then it shrinks up, fits perfect, works great. You could also use this for fuel injector O-rings. Okay, you got a fuel injector O-ring, lube it up, stretch it up, let it stretch, because you don't want this to tear. You don't want the O-ring to tear, you don't want this Teflon washer to tear, because then it's going to leak, and you're not going to know that it's torn and that it's going to leak until it's in the car, and then you have to take it all back apart, and that just sucks. So today, the swagging tool is a definite must. This is a tool that I've always wished I could find for at least 10 years, and I found it one day at Harbor Freight. I know they sell this tool at Lowe's, they sell these at Home Depot, all different places, but I think it's called a swagging tool, and this is definitely worth it. Check this tool out, you won't regret it. Thanks for checking out Nuts and Bolts with Tone. Check out my Instagram at Nuts and Bolts with Tone, and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell, and you'll be notified of all of my upcoming content. See you next time.